As we prepare for the 250th anniversary of the founding of our country, DAR is focusing on educating our communities about the men and women who gave so much to create America during the fight for independence from British rule. One of the ways we can do that as DAR members is to spotlight our own patriots who have been proven to have contributed to the cause during the American Revolution. Most of us are familiar with the online resource called Find a Grave. This is an amazing collection of information about cemeteries, gravestones, and people buried all over the world. The images and information posted on this website have been contributed by volunteers, and like many other online sources, the data is not always completely accurate. Find a Grave's mission is to help people from all over the world work together to find, record, and present final disposition information as a virtual cemetery experience. It began in 1995, and in 2013 it became part of Ancestry.com. Excellent tours and tutorials have been added recently. You are encouraged to use this resource for finding information about your family and to volunteer to help make the information as accurate as possible by signing up as a Find a Grave volunteer. Today we are going to talk about how you can add your own Patriots information to Find a Grave. We hope that each of you will post your Patriot information there. Set a chapter goal to have all of your Patriot ancestors' information added to this site in the next year or so. The first thing we need is correct information about our Patriot. Some chapters have created a spreadsheet of all chapter Patriots, detailing their dates and places of birth and death, their service and residence during the Revolution, and their proven spouses and children. This information is found in the DAR database and comes from the verified applications of DAR members. We will only use what DAR has verified, including the DAR spelling of Patriot names. How you can find this information for yourself is a topic we will explore in a few minutes. Armed with reliable information, we can now look and find a grave to see if our Patriot has already been memorialized there. We're looking for a specific Revolutionary War patriot, Samuel Blair, who died in Tennessee. Let's enter his information here. Samuel Blair and Tennessee. Here we find 26 Samuel Blairs. Our Samuel was born in 1759 and died in 1836. And here is one that matches, buried in Madisonville, Tennessee. Let's look at this page. Here is a picture of his tombstone. Note this reminder: DAR will accept the inscriptions on a gravestone as proof if the marker is period appropriate, as this one is. This shows his birth is 14 June 1759 and his death is August 1836. He is buried in the Madisonville Cemetery in Monroe County, Tennessee. There is a lengthy record of his transcribed pension application included here, along with other photos and a list of his family members. Our objective is to draw attention to his service as a Revolutionary War patriot. To do that, we have an image that can be added to this site as a flower. It features a recognizable female patriot, Betsy Ross, and the American flag. The image is available on the Our Patriots Resources tab of the America 250 website at members.dar.org. We will add a caption that reads, "Here lies an American patriot," the ancestor number, and our chapter's name. To do that, Click on Flowers, and then on Leave a Flower. Choose My Scrapbook, then Add to your scrapbook, then add the image and name it. Be sure to leave a note showing the Patriot ancestor number and your chapter name. Then click Add Flower and Note. While you are on your Patriots page, record the Find a Grave memorial number in your records and use the Suggest Edits button to transcribe the information on the gravestone if it hasn't already been done and you can clearly ascertain what it is. Now, how can you find this verified information about your Patriot? For this, you as a member can visit the DAR Genealogical Research System, or GRS, by opening the member's website at members.dar.org, then click on Genealogy. On this screen, click on DAR Genealogical Research System, GRS. Then click on the arrow in the red box to start the GRS tutorial. Familiarize yourself with this database by watching the 5-minute tutorial. Let's look at our Patriot Samuel Blair in this database. Choose Ancestor, then enter the last name and first name, and click Search. There are 4 Samuel Blairs here. The one we're looking for is the one buried in Tennessee, ancestor number 010875. Let's see what his file shows when we display the full record. Before we get into the details about Samuel Blair, let me remind you that this privileged private information belongs to DAR, and under no circumstances should it be redistributed to others, except as a citation in genealogical scholarship and for DAR membership applications. Here's what has been proven about our Patriot Samuel Blair. During the Revolution, he served from North Carolina as a private. He was born on the 14th of June in 1759 in Amelia County, Virginia. He died in 1836 in Monroe County, Tennessee. He received pension number S3009 for his military service, and that is the source of the information DAR has, which qualified him as a Patriot ancestor. If you read the pension application, you will find a fairly detailed description of his service, which is briefly mentioned in this record. His grave has been marked, and in his file there is other data about his wives and children. During the Revolution, he lived and enlisted in the service from Burke County and from Wake County, North Carolina. He was married twice, first to Mahala Cannon and second to Elizabeth Tender. 8 DAR members have submitted applications or supplementals on Samuel Blair, and this listing shows through which of Samuel's children the member descends, and the name of that child's spouse. We can use this information from the GRS to compile a detailed report of this Patriot's legacy for posting in a newspaper or magazine article or on social media, as well as on Find a Grave and Ancestry. Since this is personally attached to the deceased, this image may be added as a photo type other on the Patriot Memorial in Find a Grave. There is a fillable copy of this template available to use for your Patriot posts on the Our Patriots Resources tab of the America 250 website. The description of the Patriot service as it appears in the verified source can be a treasure trove of historical information that can bring your Patriot story to life. Look up those citations of your Patriot service and read the information there. By using this verified information, we can contribute factual, proven data about our Patriots and tell the story of their service to our country. Rise and shine in service, daughters. We have a grand and glorious story to tell.